What's the difference between a jam, a jelly, and a preserve? Before 1913, you wouldn't have had a refrigerator in your home. You would have had a hard time finding strawberries in the winter or apples in the spring. The only options you would be able to find were if it had been preserved. The choice of preserving these fruits was either in the form of a jam, a jelly, or a preserve. But what's the difference between a jam and a jelly, or a jelly and a preserve, or a preserve and a jam? The biggest difference is how much of the original fruit is used to make them. The jelly is the smoothest and least chunky among them. It is made by crushing the fruit and taking out the solid, chunky leftovers. This leaves only the fruit juice. This fruit juice is then mixed with pectin, a water-soluble carbohydrate found in the cell walls of tissues of certain plants. The mixture is then heated to form the gelatinous spread we know as jelly. Jam is a bit chunkier than jelly, but a bit smoother than preserves. It is also made by crushing fruit, but unlike jelly, it leaves in most of the solid pieces of fruit, the fibers and seeds. Jam is still easily spreadable like jelly, but goes on a little less smooth. Preserves are the chunkiest of the three. It uses the most fruit. And unlike jellies and jams, which crush fruit, preserves are made by chopping the fruit into smaller pieces and then mixing them with sugar to keep them fresh. The sugar-coated fruit is then added into syrups or jams. Since it's very chunky and the least spreadable, it's the least recommended for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Which leads to another question. How do I know which to use with what? For starters, you should probably use jelly in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Jam is a good pairing option for cheeses and crackers, same with wine, but maybe more of that in another video. Preserves are most often used for cooking and baking and desserts, in apple pies on top of ice cream and piled on pancakes, to name a few. To sum it up, the difference between jams, jellies, and preserves is the amount of the original fruit in them, with jelly having the least and preserves having the most, with good old jam jammed in the middle. Hey guys, I hope I was able to answer this question well enough. It's my first go at trying to answer some of the many questions I ask myself or get asked daily. And with the internet at my fingertips, I figured I'd take a shot of trying to help answer some of those questions in a visually fun way. More videos to come. If you have any fun, silly, or interesting questions, feel free to comment below. And remember to like this video and subscribe for more. Resources used to help answer this question of the week can be found in the link in the description. See you next time.